Nice. And tell for us more about your background. How is your style? How do you like to fight? Tell more about your game.
Brother, for me, since I started Jiu-Jitsu, at 13 years old, I started Jiu-Jitsu. I started Jiu-Jitsu for the submission. I didn't start Jiu-Jitsu because advantages or points or IBJJF or any rule set. I started because I love the submission, man. Someone submit me and I said, wow, I want to do that, I fall in love with Jiu-Jitsu because of the submission, not because of anything else, of course, takedowns are cool, sweeps are very nice, but the submission, brother, and I love to create chaos, and within that chaos, my body just finds submissions, and I like the slow game too, and then very, very articulate and take my time with a lot of positions as well. But man, the submission, I'm in love with the submission, and it's nothing better to submit someone and get that feeling, even at training, one of the best feelings you can ever get, and that's real jiu-jitsu for me, real grappling. It's not IBJJF points and then someone win by advantage. Nobody remembers someone that win by advantage, People remember everybody that submits. Remember back in the day, you watched Gracie fight in IBJJF. He doesn't care, about the points. Of course, he go too far sometimes, but you have to have a good balance in this sport. And yeah, brother, like the submission, man. Like I'm thinking submission every second I breathe in a roll,
I saw you post one picture from Ronaldo Jacaré's picture on your story. He's your idol?
Yeah, brother. Terere, Jacaré, Roger Gracie. I remember I trained with Roger Gracie in London. It was an honor. But brother, when I'm 14 years old, 2010, 2009, I watched Jacaré, his heart, his spirit, his explosiveness. I watched Terere in Australia, brother, in the corner of Australia, in a small house. Nobody do jiu-jitsu here back then too much, So I watched these guys and I said, man, I want to be like this guy, And you watch my highlights at blue belt and purple belt and then brown belt. I was a 15-year-old kid doing Jacaré moves in Melbourne, But nobody, we don't have media exposure here. And of course, in California, in San Diego, a lot of media exposure for these guys like floor grappling. But nobody recorded my fights when I'm 15, 16, here. But now it's good to get this respect and finally get noticed, especially by the Brazilian fans, it was an honor, man. Like I remember I roll a Brazilian guy. I'm like, wow, it's a Brazilian guy. He's a brown belt, he's a black belt. It was exciting, and it's like, okay, let me try with this Jacaré move on him. Let me try this Terere move. And that's me, brother. Hicks and Gracie, and all these guys.
Nice.
BJJ Protec é uma plataforma online dedicada a fornecer instrucionais e aulas de jiu-jitsu. Essa plataforma é um recurso valioso para praticantes de jiu-jitsu de todos os níveis, desde iniciantes até atletas experientes que desejam aprimorar suas habilidades e conhecimentos técnicos. Com uma ampla gama de conteúdo de alta qualidade, a BJJ Protec oferece aos entusiastas do jiu-jitsu a oportunidade de aprender com alguns dos melhores instrutores e atletas do mundo, sem sair de casa. Você pode ter acesso a instrucionais com Roberto Ciborgue, Fabrício Andrei, Diogo Reis, Henrique Secone, Patrick Gaudio, Vitor Dória e outras feras. Torne-se um assinante hoje mesmo. Desfrute dos conteúdos e turbine seu jiu-jitsu. Evoluir não tem preço. Esse.